If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
Hey guys, it's Morgan, and it is the night before the Death March. Welcome to the Death March 2021. I am so happy to have you guys here along for this crazy trip. We are camped up not too far from Spring Creek Reservoir, which is not too terribly far from Taylor Park. We're kind of in the middle of our big loop. Loop should end up being about 175 to 200 miles. It really kind of depends on a couple different options, but it should be really close to 200 miles. We got a big group. I think we got about 9 guys. So one of the bigger groups we've had. All really, really good riders, so it should be a ton of fun. Yeah, so let me kind of go over what this looks like. So quick story time as to why this thing exists and what the Death March is. So 14 years ago, my friend Fritz Cadlick and I put a ride together that was supposed to be 100 miles. We're going to leave from Gunnison, come up to Taylor Park, do Doctor's Park and all this stuff. Anyway, it's going to be a great day. Well, when we got to Taylor Park Trading Post, we were there early. The guys we were with were actually riding really well, so we're like, we got some time. So we kind of looked at each other, looked at our watches, and we're like, I bet we could get Timberline done. And Fritz is like, yeah, we could totally get Timberline done. He's like, just don't tell anybody what we're doing. I'm like, sounds good. So we didn't tell anybody we're adding 35 gnarly miles to the ride. So we take off. We do Timberline. One friend gets a flat, rides it for 3 miles. It starts to rain. It turns just craziness, right? It was out of hand. And, we get to the end of Timberline, and my one friend is like, I'm out, man. This is ridiculous. You guys are morons. And we're like, we got to finish. So he's like, no, I don't have to finish. And another guy bailed with him, so it left 3 of us. It was Fritz Cadlick, Nathan Dietz, and myself. And we take off up into Doctor's Park, and it's pouring sheets of rain. It's out of control how ridiculous it is. I mean, even Fritz, who's a 9-time 6 days guy, is like riding with his feet like outriggers. It's just craziness. And we go. Fritz runs out of gas like twice or maybe 3 times. It's out of hand, like just nuts. And we stop at one point. I'm like, guys, this is like the Bataan Death March. And so we finish. It's nuts. I was like, I didn't even want to see my motorcycle there for a while. But then the next year comes by, and it's like, I gotta do it again. So I call Fritz. I'm like, you in? He's like, yeah, I'm totally in. So we decide we're gonna do it again, and we tell everybody where we're going, and we call it the Death March. And so from then till now, it's gotten longer and harder almost every year. And the whole goal is just to see how many people can finish the thing. Last year was a little bit crazy. We had a bunch of snow and all this other stuff, so it was shorter and not nearly as Death Marchy. Kind of Death Marchy because of the snow, but anyway, whatever. So that's the history. Here we are. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's do this. Guys, start of the Death March. It's cold. It was 20-something degrees this morning. We got 10 of us all over there. And yeah, we're gonna head down the road. We got a little bit of a road ride to get to the single track. Then we got a nice long road transfer, which will be cold too. So anyway, let's get this done. All right, guys. So here's the deal. As always, keep an eye on the person behind you. Make sure they see you at the turns. It's a long day. Please no one crash early and end it, So it is called the Death March for a reason, not the Fuzzy Bunny Rainbow Unicorn March. So there's not a lot of hanging out waiting for folks. So if you get a flat or whatever, man, we're probably just going to go. So I hope everybody has stuff to fix their stuff or whatever. If you get lost, we don't have the gas to come find you. So, like I said, make sure you pay attention to the person behind you. Make sure that they see where you're going. We got a little bit of a road transfer out of here and some gates to go through. They're usually close or whatever. We'll kind of stay together, and then we'll get on it, and we'll stop, intersections, I don't like to stop and get everybody gathered up at every intersection because it just takes forever. So, like I said, make sure the person behind you sees you, like an acknowledgement which way you're going. And every now and then we'll stop and group up. And after the first, like maybe 8-10 miles of single track, we got a long ass road. It usually is the road back home. Today it's the road over to Fossil Ridge. So that we'll all group up and do that together, so. Now number 423, here we go. Start of the single track. We're just getting ready to climb the hard part. Guys, we got a nice long transfer over to the start of Fossil Ridge. Right now we're heading towards Jack's Cabin cutoff, and then we're going to go up to 1 Mile Campground and take that over all the way to Beaver McIntyre, and then Beaver McIntyre to the start of Fossil. So we'll check back in when we get to the cool stuff. All right, guys, we're starting the real trail. Everybody ready?
Woohoo!
Yeah, here we go.
The fun begins. Happy and motivated so far.
All right, guys, we are on Fossil Ridge, which to me is the real beginning of the Death March. I'm going to turn the camera on. I'm trying to save battery and cars for this whole day, so we'll check in when it gets hard. Right on, guys. We're done with the hard part of Fossil. Boulder Lake is right up there. It's an absolute beautiful place. There's a little trail that goes up to it. It's super pretty. But I'm waiting here at the intersection. Make sure everybody sees their way around this thing. Let me quick talk about the bike I'm riding. If you guys don't know, this is my 18 300 XCW. Used to be a 250. Full TBT suspension. Nitro mousses front and rear. Kenda Gauntlet out back. M59 up front. Huge thanks to Enduro Engineering, Evans Power Sports, DDC Racing, TBT, like I said, Bulletproof Designs for radiator guards, System Tech Racing for stuff. Woo, yeah. Moto Minded for the headlight, right there. And yeah, running my Kriega OS 12 setup. Actually had a little bit of an issue. The right one came loose down near my foot peg and flipped over and kind of tucked up in my wheel, but it's no big deal. It's going slow, so it's no big deal. But yeah, things are working good, guys. We're gonna keep after it. That's what's causing my brake to do weird things. Oh, sit.
Need to change the tire?
No, I gotta straighten my brake rotor out. I hit it on something. Alright guys, we are now on the Gold Creek Trail. Uh-oh. Wow, my front brake is just terrible. Anyway, so we're on the Gold Creek Trail. This is going to take us up and over to Union Park. This is the proper trail. Nothing super hard, but not ever easy either. Park for gas. We're 45 miles in so far. Alright guys, quick check-in. This is Lotus Creek, I believe, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong if you know. But it goes out, at least it goes out to Lotus. Anyway, we are in Union Park. That's Union Park right there. Just got some gravel roads, gonna go over to Taylor Park. Oh man, what a beautiful day. We're 49.7 miles in on the GPS. Everything's working good, tires working good, suspension working good, everything's working good. So yeah, we're about a quarter of the way through ish. So it's let's see, 11:45, and here comes some side-by-sides. All right, we are 55 miles in. gassed up, ready to rock and roll. I burned about 2 gallons in 55 miles, so that's you know, it's not awesome, but it's gonna get us through. We got about 60, 65, 66 for this next leg. So we're gonna head up to Timberline and get on it. More down there. Hey guys, we're on the Timberline Trail now. This thing is an absolute beatdown for, I think it's almost 30 miles. On the bailout, we keep going straight. Ah, the beds, there's some rocks.
The more I ride
what was that, Bibbs?
the more I ride these rocks, the more I hate them.
Oh, that's why it's called the Death March. Oh yeah. Tired, Bibbs?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Anybody want to spot me a tank of gas, or you got an extra one, or you just put both of them in?
I just dumped all 3.
Oh, 3.
I probably have some.
Do you?
And then I take some out again. So.
No.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Just break all this stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, but the hard section's coming.
Yeah, the elevator shaft, dude. There's this side hill section that's just like straight up for days, dude.
And like the whole thing, just this whole next section is just tough, you know, it's like. All right, we're at the halfway point of Timberline, everybody. And this is when this trail gets hard. Mike Kellogg, go get him! Yeah!
stuff in second gear. Suspension soaking everything up. The RK head is just like pulling like a tractor. So I don't have to get all in a hurry in anything. I can just cruise into it nice and easy. This is amazing. Alright, I'm in first now, but oh, this motor. It makes this stuff so much easier. Guys, there's Taylor Park, there's the reservoir. We're getting pretty close to the end of Timberline. We still probably have a few miles, probably maybe 3 or 4 miles left. I don't know, I'll check it. We're 88, I don't know if you guys can even see anyway, 88.4 miles in on the GPS, moving average of 17.9 miles an hour, so that's not bad. Waiting for one more guy. We've already lost like 4 guys. Like literally lost them. And before you like freak out in the comments, this is called the Death March, not the Fuzzy Bunny Rainbow Unicorn March. There's a pace we have to keep. Everybody's got to have all their own stuff to make sure they can get out. So yeah, we're just doing it. I think I hear a mic coming, so we're gonna keep rocking. All right, Tyler and Leonard.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Good seeing you.
Good to see you,
Sick
man.
ride.
Have a good one.
I will.
Be safe.
I'm back to the truck in 10 minutes, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Start trail. It's only 8 miles long, but it's a hard-fought 8 miles. Wrong gear. All right, guys. We kind of just got one more push to finish this thing. Got a gnarly boulder field down here. Then a whole bunch of rocky climbing. And then we top out at Treeline, which is absolutely beautiful. Sucks. I think I see a line though. I tried an alternate line in that boulder field and it did not go. I went, but trail. Fun little trail, nothing super hard. Gets us back down to camp. There it is. Yeah, Italian connector down. Now we're gonna roll back to camp, get some more gas and go back out. That's how it works. Yeehaw. Alright guys, it is 6:02. Got about 2 hours before it's all the way dark. We got 55 miles. So it's gonna get all the way dark on us. All right, Flat Creek Trail. It's time to get this thing done, guys. Road, Cement Creek. So we're gonna go up Cement Creek Road a long way and then climb Mount Hilton. So I'm gonna try to get that done before it gets dark. We'll see. All right, guys. So we are at the junction with the Mount Hilton Trail. And we got to go that way, up there. That's where we're headed. And yeah, I'm getting tired. We're 100 and, let's see, 150, almost 150 miles in, 145, something like that. Dale's back there waiting on people to get to the intersections. But yeah, guys, this is a heck of a thing. It's definitely going to get dark, and when it does, I'm going to put the camera away because it just doesn't make sense to try to film at night with the lights I got. So, yeah, we'll keep going until we can't, and then we'll check in when we get done. Sun's going down. Oh, this bike though. Sorry, dude. Woo. So sketchy. Out of it. That's alright, I'll take it. I didn't fall off the edge. Holy crap. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, dude, that was epic.
Dude. Oh, I was like, almost had it, and I just got off balance. I'm like, son of a.
Yeah.
Look
I
at
saw what you did.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All those little trails and roads from all those miners.
Yeah.
Crazy people. Dude's like up here.
This is one of my favorite spots right here.
Oh, dude, it's so awesome. Anything.
So I waited about 5 minutes at the bottom of Italian. Didn't see anyone else.
So is it just Mike now? Mm-hmm. All right, well, I say we keep rolling.
guys have a safe
Yeah,
evening.
you too.
Sounds like you got some miles more to make.
Yep. You guys take care. Guys, this is all that's left.
Down to 4.
Got our lights on, ready to go. We still got a little while before it gets dark, so I'm putting you guys away. We'll check in when we get done.
Oh, guys, that was craziness, absolute nuttiness. Yeah, I can't even describe the night. It was awesome. It started to rain, started to snow up high. It was out of hand. We ended up running back into the guys that started with us, and they had gone the wrong way on one of the trails, but they were totally fine. They ended up doing the loop backwards. Well, the last loop, part of it, anyway, whatever. They got all the miles in, and we ended up getting all the miles in, and we had a blast. I mean, it was absolute craziness and hard and gnarly and fun and super rad. So here, I'll give you the list of trails. You guys can look them up if you want to see all that we did. So we started on Rosebud, then Roaring Judy, then over to Fossil, then Gold Creek, then Timberline, then Star, then Italian Connector, then Flag, then Mount Tilton, then Star Pass, then East Brush, Block and Tackle, Double Top, Waterfall Creek, Dead Man's, Bear, Flag, Back. There you go. It was a big, big day. I think the total mileage ended up being like 175-ish, which is short of the 200 that we kind of shoot for. But the thing is, prior to this year, we've always started in Gunnison, so that adds a ton of road miles. So yeah, it was a gnarly one. It was one of the harder ones for sure. So thanks guys for joining me for that video. I hope that was fun. If you ever want to join us for this, it happens on right around the middle of September every year, because that's my birthday. I'm 46 now. I celebrate every year with some gnarly thing like this, so that's awesome. But if you want to join us, let me know. We'd love to have you. You know what I'm going to say, guys. I hope that you get out and spread the gospel of two wheels, and I desperately hope that what we're doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to get out and ride your dirt bikes!